Hello everyone and welcome back to Austin Talks, where today we are covering week 24 of our weekly production and movies news videos. It sure has not been a while. Last week was a lot, but we are here and we've got some pretty good news this week, honestly, I have to say. We've got some stuff that I never thought I would be hearing. But at the end of the day, it is here. So without further ado, let's just get started with an ongoing question right now. Is Sam Raimi's Spider-Man 4 happening? Now, for years now, people have always, this movie has had slips and slopes as to whether this movie is actually going to happen or not. And considering how many opportunities it's had and everything else, it just doesn't seem likely. And I also don't think that this will happen because of the fact that we already have a couple of other Spider-Men in the other universe, and it will just cause some commotion. So, what I mean by this is that especially with Tom Holland's universe and then Andrew Garfield officially being in the Venom universe, it wouldn't make sense. Now, it wouldn't also add up, considering how long it has been since the third movie, and there is no point for it. Now, Sam Raimi has said that he would be directing it if this is the case, so I guess we'll find out soon enough. But I'm saying no. I don't think it will. They have confirmed who the villain would be if this is the case, and it would be Vulture, like they said years ago. So the only news that you would really get is the fact that it's happening. There isn't anything major other to say than that. So, unfortunately, there you go. Yeah. But moving on to Venom, so Venom 3 has had a bit more news and updates, like a new release date and its official title. Now, this movie's date has constantly been changing, and it keeps on changing, but we have got some more news about this besides that. Now, this movie has an official title now. You may have already seen it, but it's weird. But it's at a good end. But it's good at the end of the day because it's news. Now, the official title for this movie is called Venom: The Last Dance. Now, I'm going to assume it is called this because it is the final movie of the trilogy. The dance part, I'm not necessarily quite sure, and I don't think this is going to be in conjunction with the new Joker film. So I know it's a musical, but I'm not too sure about this one. Now, but from what we know, this it's just called Venom: The Last Dance. We still don't know anything about this movie other than it's the third film. That's all I know. But and also the fact that Andrew Garfield is officially coming. But the release date has also changed again. So initially it was November the 8th, and then it changed. No, it went from somewhere in October to November, and now we're back to October. Now this is good, but the title for me has just raised a bit too many questions. The Last Dance, Venom. I'm going to assume. Now, I was going to say something about, like, it's going to be the last dance, maybe Venom moves on to a different, host, possibly, but other than that, I'm going to need more context, because I'm a bit confused there. But Venom 3, I'm glad we're still getting some news about this, and I think I don't know if they just confirmed that they've finished production or not, but as to when we can expect a trailer, maybe, you know what, maybe the beginning of May, possibly, not too sure about that, but Venom 3 is now Venom: The Last Dance. Still can't get over that. Now, Ready Player 2. Now, I knew about the book, but I had no idea that this movie alone was happening. Now, the first movie actually was good, and while I'm happy that we're getting a sequel, I don't think it's really needed. And considering the possible consequences of sequels and how things are as it is, it's risky, but you know what, I'm on board. Anyway, The news that has been received is this week is actually a sort of changed my thoughts on this, because the amazing icon or cinema icon Steven Spielberg has agreed to involve himself with this movie and has agreed to involve as a second director, which honestly I think is a good pairing, consider like who we have and then Steven Spielberg. It will really even things out. Now that would be amazing, because it would hype this movie and probably regard the risk that this movie may flop. But how do you feel about the recent news? I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but Ready Player 2. I mean, it's been confirmed, I guess, but I had no idea about it. And the first movie was good, so why can't this movie be, huh? Oh my god, this was so annoying. The Batman 2 has officially been delayed. Hey, yay, fun. Now I'm furious about this because now the roster for 2025 has shrunk drastically. And after all, it has been confirmed that this movie will no longer be released in October of 2025. Yay! For unknown reasons due to production and delays, it has been pushed back a full year to the end of to the 2nd of October 2026. Hey, that's a long time. Now, while it is improving the 2026 movie roster, I want the 2025 roster to be good, thanks. And it has still annoyed me because it was on my long-awaited list. However, there is a silver lining, as more news about how this universe will play out has been verified by the director Matt Reeves. Now, by the way, the Heart of Ice thing, that's just a poster, that's not the movie. Now, and this will now be a full trilogy, so this will be the second film, and we can expect a third film coming. This will kickstart the hype, I guess, and it may cloud people's judgment of this. And they'll be like, "Oh, if we're getting a third film, we can just wait for this film." No, this film was supposed to release next year. I don't want to wait another year, please. But it's good. People say this is good news. I think this news could be better. I know we're getting Penguin, but the news can be better. Okay. Just. I wanted Batman 2 sooner, please. Why? Did I have no input? Barbie 2 has been confirmed. Now, Barbie was the most successful movie of 2023, and the director has just confirmed that this is happening. Greta Gerwig has said this is happening. I'm still not overly sold on the premise, and I don't exactly see how this would prolong into a sequel, but anyway, this has all happened as the director agreed to out of her own interest, not as she was asked to. Now, I'm not sure about the sequel, or what they would do, or why this is the case, especially since how the last movie ended, and I'm curious to see how this plays out. Now, I would like to see a story about Ken more than anything, and about the lives as the new people that they are, or just how Ken and Barbie are finding themselves in their new lives. It has a story type, but I just don't think it's needed in any means, but if Barbie did it once, I assume she can probably do it again, because I didn't think Barbie would do half of what happened, but it was a pretty decent film. So Barbie 2, I guess. There you go. I have really no input on this. It's not that major to me, but here it is. Oh yeah, Kung Fu Panda 5. Please no. Kung Fu Panda 4 has just been released worldwide, and this is the beginning of a new era for Kung Fu Panda. Yep. We all thought that this was going to be the end. Kung Fu Panda 4 was going to be the end, but nope. It is currently in the talks that this will be a good introduction, that this film is actually an introduction to a new trilogy, that the Kung Fu Panda 5 is now in the works. That is a rumor, not actually confirmed. Now, it is well-loved franchise, and I can't comment how I haven't seen Kung Fu Panda 4. I want to, haven't seen it yet. But I can say this, it is a good idea, but I feel that they're just going to start pulling a Fast and Furious on us, because Fast and Furious was essentially a different person doing the exact same thing every single movie. This is the same thing. Person be bad, someone has power. I want to use that power for evil. There's your first movie. Second movie, I've got power, I've got an army. Let's use it for evil. Number 3, I used to be very nice, but someone banished me, so I'm bad. This film just is a repeat of the first one. So it doesn't make sense. So those movies it's just becoming really repetitive now. Now, these movies also end in the exact same fashion, and this movie may become very quickly. This franchise may become repetitive very quickly, but I'm not all for a new movie. And no, that's not what I wrote. But we definitely need something different. If I am all in for a new movie that is different, sure, but we can't be having some. This poster that I see, like him in a the master guy needs to go. I think you need to give Poe some like freedom of his own to show that he is truly here. He doesn't need a mentor. So that's just my input. So what about you? Super Mario Bros. 2 has officially been confirmed, and we've got some news on the subject as well. We've got some pretty hardcore news. So it's only actually taken a year, but we have actually got some hard news about this, and I like it. Now about this new movie, because it's just been confirmed, and it's confirmed the release date, the whole plot, everything. Now I'm really happy about this because it has the renewed second installment was so needed, and the first was such a good movie. Now Super Mario Bros. 2 has not only been confirmed, but and it has actually sought out a release date, and this movie is set to hit theaters April 3rd of 2026. Now 3 years after the first, that's not that bad. Now, it is pretty decent considering, as I just said, like with Batman 2, it's pretty decent. Producers aren't referring to this movie as a sequel for some reason, but I'm confused about that when they said that. But there is a rumor about who the villain is going to be, and the villain is said to be Waluigi, the purple plumber guy, not Wario. Wario is said to make an appearance, but that guy is said to be the main villain, which would be good to see. And I think a good voice actor for him would be Steve Carell. I think perfect. If he can play Gru, I think he can pull off Waluigi. I'm trying to think of someone else. Either that or Will Ferrell. Honestly, perfect two people for that job. Damsel 2 potential, yes, with the new film being having very positive reviews on on Netflix. It is making pretty good money, and they're already in talks for a second film. Now, additionally, even though it has just been a week, a sequel for this movie is already in the talks for this movie. Now, this is due to the way that the story ended does, and apparently the way, because I haven't seen it yet, but the way apparently it's ended, it requires a second installment, and also the actors were actually said that they would actually like to do another movie, including Millie Bobby Brown. Now, there is a consistent amount of evidence that should go to do a second movie. I haven't seen it yet, so I can't make my personal opinion, but knowing Netflix, it is probably a good idea, because apparently Damsel was really good, and if Millie Bobby Brown's saying it's good and Netflix have said they would like to do a second film, then honestly, give it to them. Honestly, just give it to them. Oh yeah, Inside Out 2 official trailer. Now, the previous trailer showed the new emotions, but they've actually, while the poster showed them, we had actually no clue what they were. Now we are introduced to the new emotions in this trailer in a different and more presenting fashion, and they seem funnier than ever. But the best thing about them is that it presents the audience with a sense of what people go through, and this movie does seem like it will probably conflict between the old and new emotions. However, the biggest concern when it comes to this movie is the comedy, and it still seems like it's going to be funny, and which is probably the most important part of the movie. Now, for those who don't know, we've got embarrassment, anxiety, boredom, and envy. So if we're looking at the image, so this is envy, this is embarrassment, orange is anxiety, and then purple is boredom. I thought, or should we say lavender or violet? I don't know anymore. But these are the ones you get for Inside Out 2. And I will be going to see this one way or another because I like Inside Out, and I think it's honestly, considering the the emotions we have in this film and actually the whole plot, very good. And the official trailer does just show the new emotions, doesn't show us much. It does reveal the plot, but we kind of already knew that as well. So yeah, I guess there's that. How are we already on the last thing? What? Okay, so anyway, Avatar: The Last Airbender, as season 2 and 3 has officially been confirmed. Seasons 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Oh my god. So, most Netflix shows say, oh yeah, we'll do a second season or a second film, not season 2 and 3. Now, with such an amazing show and ending, I'm not surprised, but this is, however, I'm surprised at how confident the directors are to do a third. I'm fine with a second, not a third. But to be fair, I've watched the show. It's so good. It is incredible. Now, as I said, with such an amazing show and ending, I'm not surprised by this. And however, I'm surprised by how confident the directors are for a third, as I've just said. And they've reinstalled it for another 2 seasons. Now, the poster is actually quite fitting because obviously you got the one as if it's already been done with, and then you got 2, which is Earth, and then you got 3 on fire. Maybe they're going to say 3 is going to be the best season because it's fire. It's a really bad joke. The poster, and so based on the lore and everything else, this may be the best decision because then they can evaluate every single element. Because it also allows the producers to be more freeing and more in depth with the plot, which is another reason I really do love the first season independently. Also, we all know that this isn't the end of Aang, clearly, and I want to know more about the Fire people. To be fair, so let's see these new seasons arrive sooner rather than later. When I say that, I imagine we are going to get the second season next year. Knowing Netflix will get it next year. Avatar, honestly, Avatar was so good, and I'm worried about season 3, but I'm so glad we're getting a second season now. That ending though. Whew. Yeah, I realised we're on the last thing. But anyway, everyone, that is the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe and comment what else you'd like to see on the channel. And without further ado, I hope you all have an amazing and tremendous day. Next week we've got some bitter news. But without further, as I say, I hope you all have an amazing and tremendous day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.